welcome back to A Little Book Nerd. My name is Ashley and today I'm going to be doing the new to Booktube tag. If you saw my introduction video, you know that this is my brand new Booktube channel. Occasionally I'll be talking about things that aren't book related, but for the most part this will be a bookish only channel. So today, actually yesterday, I found the new to Booktube tag. I stumbled across it by accident. I thought that the new Booktube newbie tag was the only new booktuber tag you could do, and then I found this one, so I decided to do it because why not? I really just want to do a bunch of these new person tags and give you a feel for who I am and what my channel is going to be like before I jump into a bunch of new book videos. Plus, it's also a relatively awkward time of the month to start a booktube channel. The month's only half over, so it's hard to do. I mean, I'm going to, because, and I'll explain that in another video, but I haven't finished a lot of books lately, so I don't have any books to really review right now. And I'll be doing a haul and a wrap-up and a September TBR soon, so look forward to those, but it's just a really awkward time of the month to start a booktube channel. I think I don't have a lot to talk about just yet, so I want to do a couple tags just to introduce myself to you guys, and you can get to know me and have fun on my channel. Lots of fun. So today I'm going to be doing the new to booktube tag. Did I just say tag? New to booktube tag. Sorry, occasionally I lose my ability to speak. This tag was originally created by Trina over at Between Chapters. I really love her channel. You should check it out if you don't know who she is already. And she created this tag in 2014. I will link her original video down below in the description bar, so you should definitely check it out. I wasn't tagged by anyone, obviously, because this is a brand new channel, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So let's do this. First question is, where are you joining us from? I live in this horribly named town in New Jersey on the East Coast of the United States. I live in Middlesex. You cannot tell me that is not one of the worst named towns you will ever find in life. Question 2. How old are you? I am 22 years old. My birthday is November 16th. And so I'll be turning 23 in a few months. Question 3, why did you join Booktube? Well, I've always liked reading, but it's only early this year that I really got back into reading. I kind of fell out of it during college because I'm a literature major and an education major, and that involves a lot of paper writing, a lot of required reading, a lot of everything, honestly. So I've done every semester I have to read 20 different books for my literature classes, and so I kind of put reading for fun on the wayside. Is that the proper term for that? On the side, on the back burner, whatever you want to call it. And so I put reading on the side because it just wasn't a priority with all the other things I had to do. And then this year I went to an event at my school where Marie Rutkoski, the author of the Winners trilogy, I'll include a picture here if you don't know what that is, but I went to this really small event where she spoke about her writing and how she writes and her writing style, and it was a really interesting event, and it just made me really want to get back into reading. So I went home that day and I found a list of books that I had put together a while back. I started reading, and I wanted something to do with that reading. I don't have any reader friends. I have two. I have two friends who read. My best friend Jamie, who reads like molasses, but she reads too slow, so I can never actually talk to her about anything I read because she's not where I am. She hasn't read the books I've read because she's still reading that. Blah blah blah. And I have another friend, Sam, who reads about as fast as I do, but she works buku hours, crazy hours. So she doesn't actually have a lot of time to read, but overall I don't have a lot of people to talk to about reading, and my fiance Chris doesn't read at all, so I honestly don't have anyone to talk to. And I wanted someone to talk to about my books. I wanted someone to gush and rant and rave about books with. And I didn't have that. So one day I just was like, I need to do this. I need to have a booktube channel. And here I am. And I'm really excited to be here and to be able to share my thoughts and my love for reading with everyone on Booktube. And that's why I'm here, because I like to read and I have no one in my life who also likes to read. So I needed a community where I could come and enjoy reading with. And now I'm here. Yay. Question 4. What is the meaning behind your channel name? My channel name is A Little Book Nerd. Honestly, it was kind of a random thing I came up with. I don't really remember how I came up. Like, I know how I came up with it, but I don't remember what sparked the interest in the name. I created a blog first recently. It only launched recently, and I only have like 4 posts on it, but I'm not enjoying it as much as I had hoped I would. And I wanted like a really cute, clever name that wasn't just like Ashley reads books or Ashley loves YA. I didn't want something like that. And nothing against anyone who has those kind of names for their blog or their booktube channel, but I wanted something different. And I couldn't think of anything good for a while. Like, I spent days trying to come up with this name, and then somehow I thought of the Little Teapot song. You know, I'm a little teapot, short and stout. I thought of the Little Teapot song, and I was like, what if I was a little book nerd? And yeah, that's how I came up with it. Question 5. What types of books do you read and or want to talk about? I read YA. That's pretty much all I read. I haven't read anything that wasn't YA in quite a while. I read YA. I like YA. I'm like the perfect age range for YA. And I love YA. And I think YA is just where I'm at in my life right now. I can relate to the characters. I can relate to the themes. It's really just where I am in my life right now. And I don't have anything against genres that aren't YA. Like, I don't have anything against adult or new adult. And I really like middle grade. I just don't read that many middle grade books. Mostly I'll be talking about YA books. And I'm gonna try and branch out into the other genres. Like, I'm gonna try and read more middle grade books. I'm going to try and branch out into new adult eventually. So you'll be seeing other kind of things from me at some point. But for the most part, I do YA. And in terms of YA, I also mostly read fantasy. Question 6. Who are some of your favorite authors? Tamora Pierce. Let me just say that right now, because you will hear about Tamora Pierce in probably every video. Tamora Pierce is my queen. I love Tamora Pierce, and I could gush about her for days. I am currently on a mission to read everything she has ever written. In a bunch of tag videos, I'll probably be talking about her, recommending her, because I love her. Love. In terms of, I have other favorite authors too, like, Sarah J. Maas. I also love Marissa Meyer, but I would say those three authors are definitely, some of my favorite authors are definitely auto-buys. Question 7, what's the last book you read? I think this was the last one I read, is City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare. Not the biggest fan of this series, I'm not gonna lie. This is book 2 in the Mortal Instruments series. I'm honestly only reading it because the Booktube world gushes about it nonstop. Question 8, what are you currently reading? I am reading a lot. For starters, I am reading In the Hand of the Goddess by Tamora Pierce, the second book in the Song of the Lina series. Picture here. I'm also reading City of Glass by Cassandra Clare, book 3 in the Mortal Instruments series. I've also been working on Stars Above. It is by Marissa Meyer. Stars Above is a collection of 9 novellas, all connected to the Lunar Chronicles. And then lastly, I am working on reading Heir of Fire, the third book in the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. Question 9, what do you use for bookmarks? I love magnetic bookmarks. I subscribed to Owlcrate about 2 months ago, and the first box I got came with these. It was a royalty box for May. No, I lied, for June. The royalty box was the theme of June's box, and it came with these royal magnetic bookmarks. You know, I have a queen and a king and this little carriage, or might be a prince and a princess, I'm not really sure. And they came with these cute little magnetic bookmarks, and I'm actually obsessed with them. I'm obsessed. I love them. The July Owl Crate came with this Alice in Wonderland magnetic bookmark, and it's bigger than the ones that came in the June Owl Crate, but I love it. I find it adorable. I really like the magnetic bookmarks, especially the ones that have faces, because I put the side with the face on the page that I finished reading on. So that way when I go back to continue reading, I know which page I left off on. I don't have to try and skim the left page and then the right page to figure out which page I left off on. I know which page because it's the one with the face on it. That doesn't work so well for the one with the carriage because the carriage doesn't have a face. Now that I have those, that's pretty much what I'm using for all my books. Otherwise, I use, right now, in City of Glass, I'm using this coupon for $5 off from Book Outlet as a bookmark. Otherwise, I'll use just whatever I can find. Like I used to use tissues as bookmarks a lot because they were indispensable. Like, you know, once if I lost one, I could just grab another tissue, or a napkin, or a paper towel, or, you know, whatever I had lying around. Question 10, show your TBR pile. This is the majority of my TBR pile, the most important books I really want to get to, and also the most recent ones I've bought because I was too lazy to attempt to put them away. In this relatively annoying container, I have most of my other TBR books, like Daughter of Smoke and Bone, Game of Thrones, My Lady Jane, Girl at Midnight, Wrath in the Dawn. I have a Doctor Who book in there, and now I have a cat in there. I just keep most of my TBR books in here because I don't have bookshelves yet. I just have a couple odds and ends. I don't have any where else to put them in here, like, you know, the couple of school books from last semester. I have a little Merida mini Funko thingy from one of the owl crates recently. I don't have anywhere to put because I'm on a bookshelf. And I keep my red books in there, but this is most of my TBR books along with these. Question 11 is a 3-part question. Which do you prefer? Hardcover or paperback? I love hardcovers. I'm obsessed with hardcovers. I try and buy everything in hardcovers. A lot of times, so I go to a bookstore. If I go to Barnes & Nobles, I will not buy a book because they don't have it in hardcover. Hello. Hello, kitty. Come here. Say hi, Amelia. This is my kitty, Amelia. She has so gracefully decided to join our video. Yeah. Okay, you're getting a little antsy with. I love hardcover. I will 9 times out of 10 not buy something if it isn't a hardcover. Unless I get a really good deal on it. Like if I find a book on Book Outlet for $2 and it's paperback, and I can't find a hardcover for that price, or they don't have the same book in hardcover, I'm not gonna shun it just because it's a paperback book, but I do prefer hardcover books. Ebook or physical? Physical? I have nothing against ebooks, and honestly, I wish I loved ebooks more because they're so easy to carry around. I prefer physical books because I like holding them. I like flipping the pages. You know, you can turn a page on your e-reader, but you don't get that nice flipping the page feel. Owning or borrowing? Owning. I hate borrowing books. I don't borrow books. I don't really borrow books from friends unless I know them very well, because I don't like the feeling of, oh, I have to get this book back to you. I prefer owning books. Plus, what if I decide, probably not this book, but what if I decide I want to reread this someday, and I borrowed it, so I no longer have it? Question 12. What book or series got you into reading? If you listen to my rant on my favorite authors, you probably know who got me into reading, but Tamora Pierce got me into reading. The book that I read her Song of the Lioness series when I was in middle school, and I remember it being like the first series I ever really enjoyed. Alana, the First Adventure, did. I love I was gonna say loved, but I can't even say loved because I still love this book. Question 13. How did you discover Booktube? I got back into reading this year around like late March, early April, because I really wanted to, I missed reading for fun. And I got back into it, and I remember having this list of books that sounded interesting that I put together like a long while before I got back into reading. And I just remember looking at this list going, well, what do I want to read? And looking for like book trailers and book reviews. And I don't remember which book I was looking at or whose channel I first stumbled across, but I was looking for a book review, and I found someone on Booktube doing a review for the book, and from there I just discovered like more videos that the channel had done on books, and I discovered the word booktubing somehow through like that person's channel, and it went all uphill from there. I found like 8 different like booktube channels of people that I really enjoyed watching, like a Book Utopia or a Peruse Project. I think those were one of the first 2 channels that I found. And I was just looking for a book review one day, and I stumbled across Booktube, and it changed my whole world. Question 14. What challenges do you think you'll have to face with your own channel? One of the biggest challenges I'm going to have to face is definitely my social anxiety. I have some really intense social anxiety, and I'm honestly surprised I don't feel... it'll probably hit me when I go to upload these videos, but I don't feel too nervous about it right now, but I'll probably start freaking out once I go to hit the upload button. I have some really intense social anxiety, and I know that's going to be a slight hindrance when I go to put these videos out there, when I try and go to connect with other booktubers, because one of the reasons I'm really excited about this channel is, the opportunity to possibly make friends with other booktubers. And I'm a little nervous about that. I'm not so great at the whole connecting thing, and I know that's something I'm going to have to overcome. And finally, question 15. Where else can we find you? All of my social media links will be at the end of this video. They're also listed down below. And that is the end of the New to Booktube tag. Like I said, the original video from Between Chapters will be listed down below. Any books I mentioned in this video will be listed down below. And I'm just really excited to be here, and I hope you learned a little more about me. Amelia, get out of my drawer. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!